Hey everybody, welcome to TechMark Gaming. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the at&t travel router with your mobile hotspot so we can game on the go with your PlayStation Portal. Now, this is great for gamers out there who's been having issues connecting the Portal to their mobile hotspot. Either you have an iPhone or an Android, this is the best method to bypass the carrier's restrictions. In addition, we're going to be taking this outdoors so we can see how this performs in the real world. And if you saw my last video when I tested my iPhone 16 Pro Max hotspot with the PlayStation Portal, there was a lot of screen glare, and we're going to fix that by installing a anti-glare screen protector from Mad Glass. Now, before I get into the video, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or the PlayStation Portal, and subscribe to TechMark Gaming if you haven't already so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get into it. If you want to know what comes inside the box, then I got you. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear off the plastic and remove its cover so we can get access to the black box. And now we're gonna open it to see what's inside. We're greeted with a GL.iNet support card, so if you want to talk to a customer representative, if you have any troubles in the future, you can go ahead and do so here. We also have a Let's Get Started guide, which is going to show you how to set up the router for your home network or mobile hotspot, but you don't have to worry about that because I'm gonna show you how to set it up step by step. Taking a deeper dive into the box, you can see that we have a few accessories. So you can see that we have the wall outlet adapter. This might be different if you're in a different region or different country than the United States. To pair up with that, we have the AC adapter with a USB-C input that's going to go into the back of the router. To attach the wall adapter, we're going to insert this into the slot, press down, and lock it into place. We're also supplied with an Ethernet cable, which comes in handy if you're at home and you want to set up your home network, or if you're on the go and maybe you want to connect to a hotel Wi-Fi. This gives you the access to do it. Now, the last thing in the box is the star of the show, which is the GL-AXT-1800 travel router. And from my first impressions of holding it, it's really light in the hands, and honestly, this is a really solid device. I'm loving the space gray color. This looks really similar to the GL-SFT-1200 Opal travel router that I reviewed in my previous videos. Now, this has Wi-Fi 6 built inside, so the connection is going to be a lot more stronger and hopefully a lot more faster. On the side, you have a micro SD card slot if you want to transfer media over your network. And on the other side, you have your reset button and your mode switch if you want to turn this into an extender. At the back, you have your power insert, a USB 3.0 so you can plug your phone inside, 2 LAN inserts, and 1 WAN port. At the bottom, you have your router's information like your password and IP address. On top of that, some extra ventilation. The setup process is pretty simple, so we're going to go ahead and insert our USB-C cable into the back of the router and plug the other end into the wall outlet. Once the router has power, you'll see that there is a blue blinking light, which means that it's ready to connect to your mobile hotspot. I'm going to get my iPhone 16 Pro Max and go into the Wi-Fi settings. And as you guys can see, we have 2 networks. One is the 2.4 and the other is the 5 GHz network. I'm going to click into the 5G just so we can get the fastest speeds using a mobile hotspot. Type in the password, it's at the bottom of the router. If done correctly, you should now be connected. Then you're going to go into your preferred internet browser and type in this IP address. This is mine, and you'll be greeted with a setup screen, which is asking you to choose your language. I'm going to choose English and set up an admin password for the router. Once done, you can scroll down and you can see that we have a few options. We're going to go ahead and tether our phone to the router now. On your iPhone or Android device, you're going to go into your personal hotspot settings and make sure that it's in discovery mode. On iPhone, it says allow others to join, and you want to make sure that maximum compatibility is turned off. Moving along, you want to get a USB-C cable that supports data transfer. I'm going to get my USB-C cable that came with the PlayStation Portal and plug it into my iPhone 16 Pro Max and plug the A connector into the back of the router. You should now see a prompt on your phone that's asking you to trust the connection, so we're going to hit trust and enter your device password. Now we're going to swipe back over into the admin panel and scroll down until we see tethering, and you're going to go ahead and connect the iOS device or Android device. On a dynamic island, you can see that we're connected to our mobile hotspot, and just before we do a quick gameplay test, we're going to do a speed test and see how the speeds are looking. Our download speeds are about 11.9 megabits per second, which isn't too bad. It could be a lot better. And for our upload speeds, we're getting about 0.82 megabits per second. Now I'm going to connect my PlayStation Portal up to the mobile hotspot. So I'm going to go into the settings, go into the network tab, and scroll down until we see setup internet connection. For the fastest speeds, we're going to click into the 5 GHz network and enter the password at the bottom of the router. The portal should now be connected, and we're going to go back and connect to the PS5. I added a timer above the video so you guys can get a better understanding of how long it normally takes. So with that being said, I'm gonna speed up the video so I don't waste you guys' time. It took roughly about 1 minute and 8 seconds, which isn't too bad. Now for my first impressions with just scrolling through the home screen, it's a little choppy, and you guys can see that we have a few lag spikes, and we have an icon at the top right corner which is saying that we have a slow internet connection. So with these type of speeds, I highly recommend that you play a story mode game which isn't so fast paced. With that being said, I'm gonna do a quick indoor gameplay test using Detroit Becoming a Human, and we're just gonna see how it performs, and then we're gonna go outside.
Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel, and let your hand drift across the canvas. God. Hey, Dad. Leo. I didn't hear you come in.
No, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
You all right? You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash.
All right, from the looks of it, it seems like we have a lot of micro stuttering and a little bit of lagging, but it still keeps the connection. In most cases, if we didn't have this router, this would not have stayed connected. So this is a good sign. Now, before we go outside, I'm gonna go ahead and install this anti-glare screen protector from Mad Glass. Now, this is an easy and simple process, and this is gonna take away the glare when you're outdoors or if you're just in a bright environment. So if you wanna know what's inside the box, then I got you. So the first thing that we see is the screen protector. Under that, we have a few wipes, microfiber cloths, and stickers to get the dust off the screen. A Mag Care card. You can basically scan this barcode to put a lifetime warranty on the screen protector, which is a good thing because you will never know what can happen. Lastly, we have some instructions just in case you need some guidance on how to install the screen protector, but don't worry because I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it in this video. Removing the screen protector from its plastic wrapping is pretty simple, and my first impressions is that this screen protector looks exactly like the PlayStation Portal screen protector cutout, so this should be an easy and simple process. Next, we're going to go ahead and wipe down the screen with the microfiber cleaning cloth just so we can get the dust and the fingerprints off. Next, we're going to get the wet wipe and wipe away the oil, which is a pretty easy and simple process as well. Lastly, we're going to install the screen protector. We're going to pull back the one sticker and we're going to put that side on the PlayStation Portal. Now, I highly recommend that you take your time just because this is one screen protector inside of this box, and it looks really good if you put it edge to edge so you can have a full display where you don't have any glares or any screen reflections. And the last thing that we need to do is massage out the air bubbles. And from the looks of it, I don't see any screen reflections like it used to be, so this is way better than the stock screen or the other screen protectors out there on the market. Now we're going to test out this whole setup outdoors. As you guys can see, I'm in the middle of a parking lot inside of my car. I have the Portal inside of its official carrying case from PowerA and PlayStation. Alongside that, I have the GL-AX-T1800 inside of this carrying case. The outdoor setup process is pretty simple. All we have to do is remove the router and the battery bank from this carrying case. To power up the router, I'm gonna get my Anchor battery bank and I'm gonna plug the USB-C cable into the back of the router. Then I'm gonna get my other USB-C cable and plug the USB-C part into the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the other part into the USB 3.0 port inside of the back of the router. To get the best signal, we're going to put our router on our dashboard. On your iOS or Android device, you're going to make sure that you're connected to the Wi-Fi connection that the router is giving off. Go into your web browser and go back to the admin panel and sign in with your password. This is the password that you created when you first logged into the admin. Tethering hotspot should be enabled. Now the next thing that we're going to do is do an outdoor speed test with the router. From the looks of it, we're getting about 86.9 megabits per second download speeds, which is way better than what we had at home. And for the download speeds, we're getting about 17.8 megabits per second. So theoretically, we should be able to play online and be a little bit more competitive. Next, I'm gonna remove the PlayStation Portal from its carrying case. As you guys can see, these are the accessories that I like to travel with. This is the Anchor battery bank that I decided to upgrade to because it charges it from 0 to 100 and it'll have a little bit of juice left. A USB-C cable is essential as well. Removing the Portal from its carrying case is pretty simple. Before I connect to the PS5, I'm gonna go into the settings so you guys can see that it's still connected to the travel router. So once you set it up one time, you'll be good to go. And now we're gonna go ahead and connect. I'm gonna put a timer inside the video so you can see how long it normally takes in the real world. I'm gonna speed up the footage so we can get into the gameplay. It took roughly about 1 minute and 13 seconds, which isn't too bad. And I gotta say, the screen quality is looking pretty solid. I don't see a lot of reflections, there's no micro stuttering, and there's very little input delay. Now we're gonna do a gameplay test in the real world so we can see how this performs. I'm gonna play a few single and multiplayer games for you guys. I'm gonna start it off with the PowerA simulator because this is a really fun and just relaxing game. Now the reason I played this game for you guys first is so you can see if there's any input delay, lags, or micro stuttering, and I didn't notice much of it, maybe a few little micro stutters here and there, but hey, it didn't disconnect, which is a good sign. With that being said, I'm gonna play a more graphic intensive game, and it's online, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is still one of my favorite games to play to this day, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys so you can see how it performs.
UAV ready for deployment.
Wait in the turn. Sensors are capturing objective.
Hostiles up to speed.
Your AO. Hostile care package overhead. Hostile UAV spotted. Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online.
Now, as you guys can see, playing this on a mobile network is doable, but honestly, there's a lot of people out there that's playing on PCs and consoles, and they have the quick right away reaction that you just don't get whenever you're streaming on a mobile gaming device. Next, I'm gonna play a single player game, which is Star Wars Jedi, and honestly, this is a really solid game just because it has a good storyline, and I'm gonna show you guys how it performs on a mobile network so you guys can enjoy and sit back.
upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It'll be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The gal will double your pay for this shift.
Boss Cal, what's her score? That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Get to work.
This way.
I'm right behind you.
Clone Wars were fierce. Sorry, Cal.
Don't worry about it.
Can't spend money if you're dead.
I don't think these tools are gonna make it through the ship.
Up here. Will you look at that? A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah. Ages.
Breaking her will be big money. You gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
He's not listening to you. What was that?
Bro, you okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Bro, just hang on.
That's me!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Bro, no! You okay, bro?
I'm all right. Just pin down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal!
Look out! This thing is barely flying. Hold on!
Now, as you guys can see, there was a little bit of micro stuttering and a little bit of lag, but we still did not disconnect from the gameplay, which is what we want. So if you like to play more cinematic and slow paced games, then this is the way to go. Now for my car enthusiasts out there, I'm gonna play the Crew Motorfest and I'm gonna be playing the mission so you guys can see how this performs in real time. Let's go ahead and take a look.
What on earth is that thing doing there? It should be on the fake road. Jeez. Hey. Okay, this one is one of the key scenes, my friend, where we're going for one of the major action moments of the movie. We built a whole set just for this. We gotta make it look good. And there's more. Come here. You see the production people are kind of all over me. Something about blowing budgets. Missing deadlines, that kind of crap. Hey, what can I say? I'm an overachiever. They should know that by now. We're gonna need to nail this scene in 3 takes tops. Otherwise, it's gonna get cut, and if it gets cut, I'm pissed. Your driving mastery is needed more than ever. Get on that set, work your magic. This is high ride. D, are you kidding me? I can't believe I said it's supposed. I can't believe it.
Here we go. So you know the drill. This is our big money shot right now. 3 takes, 3 different stunt configurations. I want you to go bold and try different approaches.
done in less than a minute.
All right, let's focus. Here comes the money shot. Catch your breath. You're gonna lap around while we rearrange the props. Take two.
How do you feel behind the wheel of this beauty? She's the first model of the Shelby GT500 lineup. It lines, exemplary road holding, great performance, and the sound of its engine still make people go crazy.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're getting back to it. Punch it. I want that car to fly. I want that car to break things.
Don't care. Man, anything happens to that car and I'll make your life a nightmare.
Okay. That's it. You're going in one last time.
It's like it never happened. Cut! That's a successful heist. Terry's on a roll, and so am I. Okay, I'll take that car back now.
Now, as you guys can see, I was able to complete the mission without having to worry about my connection dropping out. And honestly, hey, the backlog is going to get completed, that's for sure. If we take a look at the battery percentage, I'm at 77%. That surprises me because I gamed for about an hour and a half, and look, there was a lot of vibrations and haptics going on at the same time, with the screen brightness being all the way turned up. On top of that, having an anti-glare screen protector on the PlayStation Portal made the gameplay look a lot more better, especially being outdoors. If you're interested in anything in this video, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out. Now, if you found this video valuable, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or your PlayStation Portal, and subscribe to Techmark Gaming so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself if you haven't already. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.